Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how you can get up earlier in the mornings. One of the, not one of the biggest struggles, but a common struggle with entrepreneurs and business owners that I work with is that they struggle sometimes to kind of recalibrate themselves to get up early in the morning. And they already know that getting up early, the early bird catches the worm. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Linda Carmichael, and I am a high performance mentor. And I was taught by Bob Proctor, who was known as one of the world's leading experts in human performance and behavior. So, in this video, I'm going to give you some uh, like physical, tangible things you can do, and just some kind of mindset check-ins to help you get up in the mornings. Okay, let's just start off here. You will hear a lot of like mindset gurus will say, when your why is strong enough, when you've got a big enough goal, you will spring out of bed. And that is true. However, sometimes you are going to be tired. So what do you do when you physically are tired? And it doesn't matter how big your goal is, especially as well if your body's not used to getting up early. It feels like when you set that alarm for the first time, it feels like you're getting hit by a bus. And I know that was the way for me. And there's lots of different gurus give different tips, like setting your alarm on your phone and placing the alarm away from your bed. So you physically have to get out of bed to turn off the alarm. But what I know from experience is that your subconscious mind will ensure that you forget to set your alarm, or you don't yet you forget to set it away from the bed or in another room. Okay? So that's not really going to work. But one of the things that I help my clients with, and the clients that I work with, some of them are starting off, they're new in business, maybe they're still individuals in a job and they're looking to transition to opening their own business. But I also have worked up with clients who are in multi seven figures and they have the same struggle. Okay, so if you're here watching this video going, I just want to learn how to get up at bed early, you're not alone. There's people of every stage of success can face this challenge. And one of the things I say to them, and it's because when you get into their mindset, they think it's such a big deal. They really make it a bigger deal than it actually is. Okay? We're just getting up. Like, what are we doing? We're just sitting up in our beds and we're just stepping onto the floor. That's all we're doing. But we can feel that pull. We can feel our paradigm, our subconscious mind saying, but you're so comfortable. Oh, you're so tired from, what you did yesterday. Or just 5 more minutes. And we all know we hit that snooze button quite a few times. So one of the physical, tangible things you can do, and without even opening your eyes, when that alarm goes off, okay, your eyes can still be closed. Sit yourself up straight on the bed, okay? Just sit up in the bed. You don't have to be out of the bed. The duvet covers or your blankets can be over your legs, but just sit up straight in the bed. Your eyes can still be closed. And just open your eyes slowly. And I promise you, see if you can get yourself set up in that bed. You don't have to jump out of bed, okay? Right? We're not jumping out of bed. Just like sit up in your bed, even with your eyes closed, and then slowly open your eyes. It will be 10 times easier to get out of that bed than it would be if you didn't do that. Okay, not everybody's going to be able to, like, yeah, I'm awake, let's jump out of bed. Okay, that's all you need to do. Just sit in your bed, open your eyes, and you can let me know in the comments if you watch this video and you do this, because I can tell you, my clients are like, Linda, I thought that idea you gave me was so silly, but it works. It does work. And here's the deal, guys. When it comes to success, we're all too busy looking at the big stuff that we're ignoring the small stuff. Now, you can prepare yourself for success. You can be what I call your future friend. And that is like, get to bed early. Don't be sitting watching Netflix or, videos till midnight or in the early morning. Get to your bed. If you're looking to get up at 4 or 5 a.m., don't go to bed later than 10 o'clock because you're not setting yourself up for success because your body physically needs rest. It needs time to recalibrate. And another thing I would think about is if you, especially for entrepreneurs and people who are in business, like your mind does run through the to-do list, you know, that mental to-do list that we've got, okay? So it's one thing to go to bed early, right? But if your mind's buzzing when you go to bed, you're going to find it really hard to go to sleep. And then you're going to find yourself telling yourself, but I'm not tired yet, so I should just sit up. And then you get into the cycle again where you're going to bed late and you're struggling to get up the next morning. So it's a matter of just if you've got, oh, I need to do this tomorrow, I need to do this, get a notebook and place it by your bed. Write it out into a book. It doesn't have to be a big fancy book. A little memo book. Write it out because once you get it out of your mind and onto a piece of paper, it frees up mental space, and it's going to make you feel so much lighter because part of you is going to be thinking, I need to do that. I better not forget, right? I need to do that. Oh, I better not forget. So you think about it and think about it, think about it, try and do ingrain it into your memory. Whereas you won't have to worry about forgetting about it. You write it in your book, okay? Like I said, all these things are super easy. They don't take a lot of time, but they're so powerful. Okay, so literally physically sitting up in the bed, opening your eyes. You can set your alarm for whatever time it is you want to get up at and place it in another room. Might not be suitable to everybody, especially if you're living with a family. But also as well, be realistic about what time you actually need, okay? Like, do you need to be getting up at 4 a.m. or is 5 a.m. okay? Do you need to get up at 5 a.m. or is 6 a.m. okay? And play around with it because that way then you'll see, if you don't test how much time you need, how are you going to know? And you could be putting your body under undue pressure to get up early when you don't really need to. If your day is not starting till 10 a.m., why are we getting up at 4? If you've got loads of things to do, if you're doing a workout or you've got family to look after, get the kids out to school, like, really sit down and like what time do I need to get up at? And maybe just, and what I would find is as well that a lot of people think that they need more time than they actually do. See, if you're somebody in a job and you're trying to build a side hustle, 30 minutes a day, every day is all you need. 30 minutes focused attention, and it will make such a difference. But those are my tips for you to help you get out of bed. And the most important thing is you've got to follow the plan, not the mood. Okay? Follow the plan, not the mood. Because you're not always going to want to get out of bed. Okay? And we know that. And we all know that from experience. Follow the plan, not the mood. And I can promise you that once you start getting up and you do it 1 day and 2 days, 3 days, 7 days consecutively, 21 days, it's going to get easier. For me now, I don't even need to sleep with an alarm. I just get up naturally because I have set my body clock. And what I would say is as well, that that thing that we're told, like, you sleep in at the weekends, don't do it. You knock your whole cycle off. Get up every day. Live your life. Why would you want to lie in the weekends when you can be doing something productive or, doing something around your home or making your business better? Like, just get up and live. Like, do we actually need those extra couple hours? No, we don't. There's plenty of time to rest when you're going on your holidays or your vacation. And that's the easiest way to keep that momentum going is to get up the same time every single day. And if you want to find out about morning routines and evening routines that can set you up for success, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I will be publishing those videos very soon. But as always, let me know in the comments how you get on with my early morning getting out of bed tip. It's so simple. Don't underestimate it. And just think about, if you're getting up every morning, think of all the times where you said you were going to get up and you didn't, and how sometimes that annoyed you or caused frustration. Like all that disappears. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Linda, and I will be back again soon.